see a comedy legend at work. Norm MacDonald, he passed earlier this year, 2022, but he pushed the limits like no one else. I'm telling you right now, this guy was a comedy genius. The way he crafted jokes. This is probably gonna offend some people, but you have to realize he's a comedian and nothing he says is ill-intentions. It's just a joke. But why don't we just jump into it? But before we do, make sure to smash that like, comment, subscribe. Thank you very much. Let's do it.
130 years after the Civil War, the state of Mississippi has finally voted to abolish slavery. Representatives say they would have liked to have done it sooner, but they were delayed due to some awfully big cotton crops.
Oh my gosh.
That's some kind of big cotton thing. All right.
Oh my gosh.
In Colorado this week, Bob Dole warned that if Pat Buchanan is the Republican nominee, the party might lose both the presidency and control of Congress. In response, Buchanan warned that if anyone other than himself becomes president, blacks will retain the right to vote. Last night, the epic disaster film Twister opened to big box office and some controversy. The Reverend Jesse Jackson has called for a boycott of the movie, claiming that not enough black people in the film are killed by tornadoes. Meanwhile, Furman, who was expected to face disciplinary action by the LAPD,
O.J.
may
Simpson
get
trial.
off lightly.
The cop.
Under the terms of a controversial plea bargain, the charges against him have been reduced to, quote, one count of using the word darky. In the wake of the verdict, angry Menendez defense attorney Leslie Abramson said the jury simply chose not to believe the brothers' excuse that they had been sexually abused by their father, and says she knows why. Quote, it's because my clients are black. President Clinton was in Austin, Texas last Monday, the day of the Million Man March. The president said in a speech, I am here to speak to you today because right now in Washington, D.C., there's like 1 million black guys.
People today would not find this funny. Like,
New Hampshire,
they would want him canceled
high school
immediately.
Student Chris Connolly, while attempting to dunk a basketball, lost his balance, crashed down on the rim, and shattered 2 front teeth. Gee, I wonder if by some crazy chance Chris is white. This week, as America marked the 50th anniversary of Jackie Robinson's entry into Major League Baseball, there was a sobering reminder that racial prejudice in sports is not yet a thing of the past. In a shocking move, today, all but one of the 125 playing members of the Professional Golf Association has signed a petition to ban African-American golfers from the tour. And now a correction to a story we ran last week. Prince Charles is actually the one in the middle. So we apologize for that.
I don't know why black was black.
Black is great.
Black is great.
Black is fantastic. Right?
Yeah, black is fantastic.
Even though, you know, they're not black anymore. But then again, we're not white, right?
Right.
We're pink like his fucking asshole. We're all,
Seen it.
We're all the colors of Bobby's asshole deep down. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Roseanne hired me as a stand. You know, I was doing stand-up, and Roseanne said, "Would you like to be on the show and act? You know, you can be Lori's boyfriend." I said, "I can't act." I should have said I could act.
Yeah.
So anyway, she said, "Well, why don't you be a writer?" But one time in the writing room, she would give jobs to crazy guys sometimes, and she gave a job to African American. I don't know what you call them. I call them African Americans.
That's those 2 words that are never heard in the state of Texas, you know. That's a joke, son. Told me.
And we're saying African American, and when you say that, it feels uncomfortable, right? To your tongue.
No. What are you supposed to say?
Well,
No, just tell me what you're supposed to say.
I definitely would not say the A word.
Right.
That's what I call it.
Yeah.
The heck is the A word?
The A-A word.
Yeah,
African American. Can you do an African American accent?
Try, yeah.
Okay. We'll give you an African American.
This should be interesting.
Your mom is so fat she developed type 2 diabetes. diabetes and congestive heart failure. Snap! Hey, George, my mother is so fat when she came to Vegas, they had to build another hotel.
Guy goes, you got the do-rag? He goes, you know, I'm fucking my woman, you know, and I don't want to answer the phone. Oh, shit, it could be a job, and you know, and then you know, after you take the do-rag, you wipe off your dick with the do-rag, and I'm like, no, I don't do that. But everyone in the audience is like, yeah, we all do that. We all wipe our dicks off.
You know the Harlem Shake?
Yeah, I've seen it on every single commercial.
You've seen it. Then you'll appreciate this joke. I remember back when the Harlem Shake was just a black fella holding me upside down off a fire escape trying to collect his money.
Orange is the new black. But not in my apartment building. Kevin is the new black.
Holy shit.
Presidential fact. Barack Obama is the first president to ever say the N-word as a term of endearment.
Yeah, that's not how George Washington used it.
No, I don't think it was a term of endearment.
No,
Today is the 11th birthday of President Obama's youngest daughter, Sasha, or as I like to call her, the uppity one.
oh, goodness gracious.
Yeah.
Jesus
I'm a regular Mozart.
Dre announced that he's the first hip-hop billionaire. A regular J. Paul Ghetto.
See, that guy's not funny. He doesn't have the
Donald Sterling.
Oh, good. All the charities
The Clippers
that Donald
owner.
Sterling donated millions of dollars to are giving the money back to him. Well, that'll show him. It's not bad.
Never trust a black guy wearing a Dirk Nowitzki jersey.
In Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals between the Mavericks and the Thunder, Magic Johnson said that Dirk Nowitzki is playing like he has 3 legs, which is a nice way of saying he's playing like a black guy. Show Oklahoma City's second-round NBA playoffs. Great dunk from Westbrook, though I'd be more impressed if he weren't young and black. Moscow Roy Jones Jr. is down. Boring. If I wanted to see an old black guy get punched in the face, I'd look out my window. Eastern Conference final in Miami, and LeBron crushes Kyle Korver in transition. Always shocking when a black guy running forward is faster than a white guy running backward.
I think this was
Usually
the
I pick
2012
the bigger,
playoffs.
blacker guy.
President Obama is a phenomenal player at basketball for a president of the United States. But I think he's just mediocre for a black guy. Hey, what about bringing in Jackie Robinson? Only team with a black guy in it. That's not cheating?
Oh my gosh.
Where I grew up, that's cheating. Last week, Indiana Pacer Danny Granger called Joakim Noah of the Chicago Bulls a coward. Now, where I come from, those are fighting words. But I have no idea how the black community views them.
It's the way he just sits there after the joke. That's his best
has
attribute.
caused a stir by implying that Donovan McNabb is not black enough. The two men have decided to settle their differences with an old-fashioned game of who cannot catch a cab.
Oh my gosh.
Everybody's bringing up these licenses for illegals and that they need to have them. And my question is, where are they getting the license plates? Obviously, we're letting them register vehicles without licenses. And in this day of car bombs and stuff, I don't know if that's a good idea.
Thank you, Dan from Boise. Norm, what's your feeling?
Well, I know that the New York Governor Spitzer, I'm trying to get to learn things, but he doesn't want to issue licenses to illegal immigrants, you know, and I don't know how the hell you're going to get a cab in New York City anymore. I mean, it's hard enough, you know, for me especially as a black man.
Oh my gosh, that's enough. I'm done. You have to understand by Norm MacDonald and this style of humor is that none of it is ill intentions. That's what people today don't even realize. They think this joke and they mean it literally. No, it's a joke. Relax. Like, honestly, that's the biggest problem nowadays. No one knows how to take a joke. That's why they're trying to cancel all these different comedians. But Norm Macdonald just could not be canceled. They tried, actually, a few years ago, but he just outsmarted them. He is a comedy genius, I'm telling you right now. But what makes him a great comedian, puts him next level, is that he would tell jokes he wasn't even sure would land. Then he would just like sit there, like doing that like smile, and he would just like make you uncomfortable. Like that's how I felt that entire video. I was like uncomfortable kinda, cause like that was his goal. He wanted you uncomfortable, and then that made it 10 times funnier. Because if you're just telling jokes you know will land and people are gonna find funny, like yeah, it gets old, you know what I mean? You have to constantly test boundaries. That's what is a tell of a great comedian. You're always trying to push the envelope and try different things. That doesn't mean that you're ill-intentioned and you're mean-spirited. No, not at all. I feel like the best comedians, you just know that they're not serious. They're just being lighthearted, trying to give you a laugh and have a good time. And that's exactly what Norm Macdonald was doing. He was on the Mount Rushmore of the greatest comedians in my book because he constantly pushed the envelope and he was unlike anyone else. No one can tell a joke like Norm Macdonald. The way he sets it up, his tonality, I'm telling you, this guy was a genius. But anyways, I really enjoyed this reaction. If you did too, make sure to smash that like, comment, subscribe. And if there's any other requests that you want me to react to, let me know in the comments. I'll be happy to do them. Take it easy, y'all. Have a great day.